Tom Brady,
my running back 92 too.
Patriots.
Yeah,
oh, so
like, that's what I'm saying.
Ball.
So it was just like, it's just too crazy. But I'm like, it's too many, like, it was too many niggas yesterday. I was just like,
underway.
I can't cover everything.
Fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I ain't even played with the Giants yet, but one time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And it's a room to run now.
Come on, bro.
There he goes left side. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 69 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Bro, come on, bro. First play.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start
like,
the game?
I'm too close to McCaffrey. I don't know
defensive sideline,
bounce off
there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good fucking read.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid
It's different playing you. You're not as anxious as everybody else. You play patient. You ain't in no rush. Even on defense, like your niggas stay there.
Just inside the 30.
Your niggas hella disciplined. They don't never jump the gap.
Throwing now is Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
We're going to adjust to that.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
What's up, Ma?
From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pause your game. Pause your video, bro.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away.
Good point, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
He said, get him some Chick-fil-A. Oh, okay, I know you.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
51, Mike 51.
Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Oh, he picked him up after.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Now Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. A gain there of 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready? Check. Express. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 8.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Oh, I had
short
that.
gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
What's up, man?
And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
If he got cheese on it, he ain't going to want it. Oh,
that pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And he's going to be met at about the 43. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, check it. 54. Hey, exit. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check it. Reload.
First down. Here's White.
Let's go, bro.
White's got a first down and
What
more.
was that?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
That was a halfback counter
From
to the right
17
side.
yards out.
Okay.
And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
What you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cam's going to run the option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Shit, Mike.
Ready? Look at it. Express. Come on. Come on, D. Gun. Zoom. Here we go. 51 to Mike. 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's able to get to first before he's taken down at the 36.
I knew you was gonna go with that. I knew you was gonna go with the angle route just for a little bit. That's why I threw it as soon as you broke.
I thought I'd be able to
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Express. Motion. Gun.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Better. Up here. Right.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go. Mike 51. Mike. Great. Focus, defense, focus. Go, Mike 51. Hey.
Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 33 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take him into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be?
What's
2
up,
touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Pass there over the middle to start things out. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
20.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Newton. Now he steps away, and this will be incomplete.
That's a
grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
This is McCaffrey on the give. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 51. Express. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Express. 51, Mike. Gun. 51. Go. Check.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on third down, Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 16, Newton.
Ooh, good save.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Let's make these babies. Let's make these babies. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Gun. We take a win. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. In your face.
To throw on third down, Newton. Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bro, come
Coach talked
on,
about those
bro.
late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point try, good by Gano.
You know Cam stiff on me.
The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Locked up. Good.
That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the second half with Michelle on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Brady now on 1st down. He hits his target, left side.
Oh, my God.
Hold it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Now he's forced out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Oh,
Brady deferring to White on the draw, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Lord.
I know retirement ceremonies are rocking chairs
a dog for that,
one of the major gifts. But don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, Brady. Looking long for Thomas. That's
good pump fake,
good
boy.
shit.
He'll take it.
That's a great pump fake,
for a
Mo.
Patriot
Good talk.
touchdown.
That was a great pump fake because you
Thomas,
held me like a
37
motherfucker.
yards.
You held
And
the
the
shit out of
Patriots
me.
get a
God
score
damn, you
closer.
held me.
I was like, he keeps
Extra
jumping
point
my
try for
pants.
Gostkowski.
It's a great pump fake. You held him.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where
You
it
held the
is.
hell out of me.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Look like Super Cam out here.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! 20. Check.
Here's Newton.
Mm.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Newton, meanwhile, here connected with McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Escaping the pressure right. He can run through it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Express. 51, Mike 51. I hope you brought your left.
Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You
I was
can
trying
draft the most athletic
to throw it to the
But
end.
if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though.
I did that on purpose.
The Panthers
I
on
wanted to
3rd
the
down.
back jump
They've
up.
converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Gun. Hey, Mike 50, express.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh my God, stay there. Great
Nothing on
offense,
that one.
man.
It'll be
Shit.
2nd down.
Why would you move? I don't know. I don't know why you would move. We got that nigga to chase that shit.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. It's a first down on a gain of 10. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Newton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. 20. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there. A big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Yeah, you got good call after this. I got to run to the
not get a
gym.
chance
I
to
got to run to
return
the
this
gym
one
while my
as it's
mama
through the
here.
end zone for a touchback.
Double 6. I got to listen there. Double 6, so.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brady.
Oh!
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll be dropped. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
from the gun on third down. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Somebody, man.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe rank it?
Let's hit the rush. Too strong. They hit there and take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation.
Where you gonna go?
In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to play right now, you can have this. This is how I feel. No disrespect.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Wow.
Despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now
you gonna play him or no? If you gonna play, if you trying to play them, okay, go ahead, go ahead. If you need to play right now, go ahead.
Is emboldened a second.
All right, Glenn. I'll be back. I'll be back after I listen to him.
Alright.
After I work out. You at the crib for the day or what?
Yeah, I'm here for the rest of the day.
All right, good. He's starting to groove me.
Yeah, it's gonna be a groove me. I guess I'm starting out after this game. We'll get yeah, he can tell me this shit. I started that off. Yeah. Probably the last week of preseason. Like after that last game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Running their logistics. Yeah. It's not at the plant, though. It's at the,
Wait, 20! I got you. 72.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
How, Brady?
And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They got to chill. Nah, he really just, I just overthrew somebody in the last game like that, too. Unless you had, like, some pressure on me, I wasn't paying attention.
Sony Michel, his first carry. A gain there of 21 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, New England.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Brady gives to Michelle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now Brady. There goes a deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one,
I think he would throw it that deep. I thought he would throw it further.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's got room. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Where you work at during the day? Yeah, I'm saying like...
So last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, get off the field.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it up, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Cover.
Brady now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They come out here in the I. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after.
Yeah, you charging the 5 for
and it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Still hit me up about green, just to see if I got anything. I used to never be at home, especially when I'm in my car.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Tighten up. Line up.
On 2nd down now. It's Miller. 16 yards, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Clap, clap. 53's the line. Check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Big. Check.
Here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 61 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the Texans' 42-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4.
Brady. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Brady's throw there complete, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Michelle, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good. Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it. Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it? Yep. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists. Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now out comes Houston. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success. Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And an alley to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact. Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive. Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something? Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set, 19. Here we go, G. All day, defense, all day, all day. 26.
Throwing again is Watson. Fighting to stay up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 9.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, do it.
At their own 24-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
4 down, check, check.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25. Alert, slam.
From the gun, here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Patriots
Get
take
ready,
over
get
1st
ready,
and 10
get ready.
at their own 30-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
The Kent State one.
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
First down, Patriots.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On play action, it's Brady. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Oh!
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal 2nd. That would have been fun to watch.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
I need anybody to show up. John.
Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The best, the nigga that looked the most like himself is Antonio Brown. And like, if you look, bro, even the way he looked on the field looked like him.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
I got Antonio Brown.
Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Run his routes. I don't even throw him the ball.
Wait, 20.
That's how crispy run.
I'm going to run you. Check it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Final minute now, the third quarter.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, 28 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction.
I owed you that hold up from the last time we played that cut off. We were about to dub y'all that game too. Bro, we had Joe went on 21, y'all even wasn't going.
This open radio, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Nah, that helped put me on 21.
You were Joe like Chappelle show.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. AJ, that nigga don't remember, bro. You know how niggas be making them stats up? They'll be like, niggas threw that 17 out there.
Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff within, I don't pretend. When the OG spinning knowledge,
he know that's why.
I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octopus.
I don't know what that nigga smoking K2.
I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions.
That shit must be superb.
Got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, man. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This over radio, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This over radio, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Cause you like that, boy. That, you know what? You ain't lying about that. You a granddaddy, alright. good. 44 ounce. Damn. That's the corniest of the corn.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone.
I hate playing with the team.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Oh, no, yeah, I got to play good.
Get up! 180! Wild Bill!
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I can't either. I'm not no 3-4 nigga. I ain't never been a 3-4 nigga. Never been a 3-4.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Caught right side, Davis. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to face a third down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Niggas be talking shit. Niggas talk shit in man, so I got...
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I wish I could look at it like y'all niggas do. I wish I could look at it like that, same way y'all do, but I'm talking about...
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So the president been sick my whole life. So
off the play fake, here's Trubisky.
I can't escape. Oh,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Barber. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Nah, that nigga Tina Turner now. I beat the hell out that nigga yesterday. Had to call it. I know he don't like this shit too. It's just to motivate him, bro. So
first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
He can't be out there playing it, man.
Jameis to throw it. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
first quarter.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
You know, he got the talking shit. You know, they got me woke.
From the gun, Winston.
They got no shit talking.
Flush to his right.
He don't got it.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Blowing that play up for Smith as he gets the sack.
Like, you a nerd.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play you just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 22, Trubisky to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I like their roster, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Davis, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 45, 45. Mike, 45. It's our time. Red, up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Burton. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 58 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Fielded at about the 28. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
That nigga fast in the field. Oh, so the Bucs your team.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn the overs. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
That nigga, he called him a bitch. He a star, but he a rookie.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I drafted that nigga, boy. He got the bitch picks. 45. Record.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. Alert. Hey, alert.
Play action. Now Trubisky. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 26 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard... He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. Davis now sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Squirt. You just feel it's already embedded in my brain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 11 now, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Trubisky will throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
18. Alert.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Final play of the half here. Winston. Over the middle to Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Barber, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On second down, Barber. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Winston now. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! Torrey Cohen, 71 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
At the 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Barber. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check, check. Lucky. Hey, alert.
Now Trubisky to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's the easiest pick he ever had.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch the run.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that's inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Ready? White 25. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Under truck. Check 52. Easy.
First down, they go with Barber again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Forced out to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be second and goal.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On second and goal, Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gay knocks this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this is incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting there to get a hand in.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ready? Blue wave. Check. Flip.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun, Winston. And this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Ellington. And he lost the football. This is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a handoff to Davis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We got to close this game, dog.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, we need that phone.
Mike 45. Watch the slant. Check 3. Ran, touch.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Let's go! Let's go!
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 52 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I know, when that nigga had got flipped, I looked right at you, I said, if he stops...
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
There you go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Here's Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's go.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Offensive playbook, I hate that hoe.
Ready, new ready. 159. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as they get this only back to the 20.
Unless they get like a better, if they get a better running back than Mike Davis.
Ready.
They got receivers.
59, Mike the 59. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Jersey's clean. Nah, real shit, I've been listening to this shit. Been smoking, his shit smoke. I be listening to it when I smoke. That's how I know if a nigga album good.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their optics, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Lady J, who that? Oh, Lady J. Oh, Lady J, yeah. Hey, boy, hey, yeah, she fine. She just looks sexy. Yeah. She just know how to look sexy. She just looks sexy. She probably flirtatious in the hole. Alright.
they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like a maid with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored troops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And the Giants on 1st and 10. Their offense ready to go. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, Dorsett. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make...
The offense readies for a 1st down and 10. 1st down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blitz. They've allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The 20. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on it. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And the Giants on 1st and 10. Their offense ready to go. Mayfield on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Here's Mayfield, and he whips that one incomplete there. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time. The challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Regular. You got time.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And caught left side, Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A throw complete to Dorsett. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Henry Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield to throw it. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Now Mayfield the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it to house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And the Giants on 1st and 10, their offense ready to go. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy. Trying to throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. Well, I have good news for you. At least I hope it's good news. They do want to offer you the position with Gordon.
What?
In an hour.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Is that still something you'd like to accept?
Huh? Yes, I would like to accept, yes.
Okay, perfect. What's the soonest you could start?
Immediately. What's today? Wednesday? I'm guessing they probably want me to start on Monday.
Possibly. So I need to check if you can start contingent of your background check and your drug screen.
Okay.
If you can start contingent, then yes, we can start you Monday. But if it needs to be cleared first, that might delay it a little bit. So, Glencoe, we will need you to come into our office as soon as possible to fill out your paperwork. Could you do that tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I can come tomorrow morning, and then where would I go get a drug screening?
Yeah, we will. We'll once you're done filling out your paperwork, for that, it'll give you a couple locations, but there'll be a lot of locations you can go. So it's fine. But can you come tomorrow at 10:30?
10. What time?
10:30.
Yeah, sure. I can be there.
Okay, perfect. And just want me to let you know that you accept?
Yes, please.
Okay, perfect. Well, congratulations. I will let them know you accept, and I'll send you an email here shortly just with details for our meeting tomorrow to fill out your paperwork, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I look forward to meeting you.
Oh, no. I look forward to meeting you, too. I have one question, though.
Yeah, what you got?
Fill out paperwork, do the background check and drug screening, and the drug screening, I need to go to a lab court, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, so just so I can plan that.
Any issues with that? Anything you're worried about?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to plan out how, my drive tomorrow. Because me and my girlfriend share our car. So I'm just trying to make sure I got the right. Yeah. Yeah, so.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll send you that email and just let me know if you have any other questions.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Why perform this song and the crowd cried? How can I lie? I'm tearing up as I'm starting to stare in y'all lies. I know the shit you going through the last month. You stressing as you hitting on that glass blunt. A nigga praying to get lucky like that pump. You can't even stomach the pain. Now that's a bad lunch. Ramen noodles on the regular. Add some seasoning and some hot sauce for a better touch. Peanut butter jelly and syrup sandwich, etc. And we just flying in the nebula. And it might not be such a bad idea if I never went home. It might not be such a bad idea if I never went home. Don't you cry, little baby, it'll be alright. Don't you cry, little baby, it'll be alright. I done been around the world 4 times looking for parking. Finally found a condo that shit still feel like apartment. Out south, my foul mouth started sounding like partner. Roundabout like cartwheels, hopped inside of a U-Haul, confused where all my art went. Monsters in a quiet place. Some of these decisions is like Sharpie on a dry erase. I know they thought I wouldn't, but I'm fireplace. I had my cake in 82, that shit is an acquired taste. I promised I would buy a place. I got my favorite roommates. They used to never see me like when you zip up a new babe. Do that shit for it's too late. Don't ever drink the Kool-Aid. Don't ever think it's sweet. That's their creme de la brulee. Who they rob a Kool-Aid. They nicey boo buffet. My wife yelling who they. My daughter yelling hooray. I see it clear like Blu-ray. I park it in the sky. I keep them on my block round the corner of my eye like a sty. So don't you shed a tear, cause there'll be better years. I live life by faith, nigga, it's better fear. God crying, thunderstorms is heaven tears. The feeling of lost hope, shit is never here. Cause we gon' make it happen by any means. A young nigga dog, but I done witnessed many things. Age 13, wearing hand-me-down skinny jeans. You know they're a little extra faded around the knees with the grass stains in them. I really wish a little extra cash
tomorrow I gotta go to the temp agency and fill out all my information so they can do my background check. And then once they turn it, once that all comes back, then I can start. I didn't want nothing, so I just went to call and let you know. Thank you, baby. Well, anyways, I gotta call some other people, so I'll call you back.
Okay, bye.
What you doing? Laying down. I got the job, dog. What's up, man? Let's go get a goddamn haircut. You say what? Let's go get a damn haircut. Nah, I ain't cut my hair, but. What's up, man? When you start? I gotta do my background check tomorrow, and then I'll probably start after they go through. I just did mine. Yeah, so. How much y'all making up there? I'll be making $20 an hour. You better get that over Chad. You already know. At $30 an hour. Chud. I'll be in that bitch from sun up to sundown. Boy. Sun up, sundown. Sun up and sundown. What you doing up there? Shit, it's corporate, so I'll be handling all the logistics. Alright, what's up, man? Make sure you do good, move up. Oh yeah, you already know. Move up to nigga. Yeah, you got a job now, you can buy me back. Nigga, you make more money than me. You gonna get paid before me too. Shit, no, I'm not. I'll get paid September 15th. September 15th, but you still getting paid from your other shit. No. It's over. It's over. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. So what you doing for money now? I'm shit right now. I'm alright. Gotta make sure they got pay rent. Shit. What's today? Today the 7th. So. Make sure you use Jazz. She's a real estate agent. Why'd you use a white girl instead of family?
Because I trust the other man instead of the brother man.
Man, boy, Jazz work with Brian. Brian White. Well, let me call you back. His mama calling me. Thank you, brother. Hello?
Yes, sir.
You know I got the job. Yep. Exactly. That's Blinge asked me to buy him something. So I had wanted to call you before I sent it out.
When you start?
I have to go do my background check tomorrow and stuff, and then once they come get turned in, I'll start. So probably the following week, but I gotta go up there tomorrow.
Amen. Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Yep, I just sent it to the family group. I gotta call Eric, and I need to call Kato, and thank Kato. Well, Kato he sent me $100 a while back to help me, to hold me over. So
you pay them back in increments.
yeah, I still get because I was unemployed and I applied for it. I'm still gonna get one check at least from them. So
Make sure you give them his money back.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Whoever else you borrow from.
Yeah,
one at a time.
well, it's only you and him, so that was it. So
I thought you borrowed some money from one of y'all friends one day.
what friends?
A while back.
No, I didn't borrow no money from nobody else. No, I'm not cool with all of them like that. I wouldn't even ask them for money. It would just be people that I know, family like Eric. I need to call Eric.
I thought you borrowed some money from somebody. Lauren or somebody?
I didn't borrow no money from him. I do, but thanks for reminding me. I do owe him some money, but I didn't borrow it from him.
Okay. I didn't know who it was. I'm just calling out names.
No, I do.
I thought you owed somebody something, but
no,
if you do, just make sure you pay everybody.
Yeah, I'm about to.
You gotta pay them all at once. Just pay them one at a time or something. You owe me so much you can't pay me.
I know, but I'm letting you know, yeah, I can pay my phone bill and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you got a job.
Yeah.
Go in there and keep that job. You say $20 an hour?
Yep.
Yeah, what? All right.
All right, Mama, thank you.
All right.
Release the pain. I can be your ibuprofen. Keep it real where I be hoping. Know you see all of it's destined. Yeah, our shit was highly chosen by the universe. The stars align. Your love is far divine. Plus, I'm really glad you keep it G. That shit is hard to find. Not to mention my intentions was always evolving time. Girl, I hope I'm in your future, cause I know you fall in mine. Mac and cheese up in the oven, grandma finished cooking. Thanksgiving round the corner, need banana pudding. Brought you on the mama, even though you said I shouldn't. Might not make the Christmas, but I'm hoping and I'm pushing for a better day, a good day. To make it what you never say. I could say that you're thinking on the real. Why you thinking on the real? Yeah, you see, I've always been an overthinker. I've always been the type to analyze, to no surprise that you hold the team up. The way this ship was built, there's no way that the Lord could sink us. A humble, shawty, model type, walking wrong demeanor. But anyway, through many days, we on the block with Jenny stays, honey baked ham with Henny glaze. Abraham inheritance, shawty, we plenty paid. Bonnie Clyde, high speed chase, a renegade. But mac and cheese up in the oven, grandma finished cooking. Thanksgiving round the corner, need banana pudding. Brought you home to mama, even though you said I.
Yeah. You at work? You are. Where you at? Shit, I was trying to see if you trying to smoke. Let me see if I think I can smoke. Well, tell you, I just got a job today.